Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday's video, I covered all of the best forwards, in my opinion, in order in Hockey Ultimate Team. These aren't the best values. These are the cards that give you a guide of what to chase after if you've got a really good team. Who are the ones that you should really chase to have the best team possible? So today's video, we're going to cover all of the defensemen, the top 6 defensemen, in my opinion, that I think will give you the best chance to win competitively or just in general. Let's assume no money is an issue, so you are an absolute hut-rich lord. These are the best 6 defensemen that you want to chase after. Now, again, guys, these are not the ones that I would recommend in terms of value, but if you've got an unbelievable team, these are the ones, maybe even just 1 or 2 of them, these are the cards that you want to chase. Now, while I do this, I will explain my thoughts and how long I think they'll be inside that top 6, just like I did with forwards, so be sure to keep that in mind. Guys, come check out the channel today, especially if you're watching this on a Wednesday. I do a community pack opening where we open all our Rivals packs on stream, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/nosleeves12. I hope you see you there. Let's get into the best defenseman currently in HUT. All right, so first I'm just going to show you the defense pairings that I'm rocking currently, the team builder Gonchar and Weber. I also picked up this 88 Dougie Hamilton, who is pretty incredible. I've only played 1 game with him, but definitely noticeable. I've got the Evo Morgan Riley, and with the delay and the shutdown of hockey throughout the Christmas break, I'm a little bit leery on some of the Evo cards now outside of Duchesne, really, just because, well, there's a chance that, with COVID, I don't know what's going to happen. So the Evo cards, they're going to have less games played, and they won't go up at all, regardless if they don't score goals. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this Riley yet. And then I've got John Carlson's X Factor, as well as that Bowen Byron from under 22. So that is what I've been currently rocking. Let me know in the comments section your defense pairings and what you found to be really good so far. All right, coming in at number 3 among left-handed defensemen is the 93 Hockey Roots Jay Bouwmeester. So he does have Spark and Workhorse. I would choose Spark. I think it's one of the better synergies, obviously hitting acceleration. So his acceleration goes up to 92, his speed goes up to 93 with buzzing, and then Gladiator will help with balance, body checking, and shot blocking, although that's not really all that important. He's got Shutdown as a zone ability, which is one of the best for defensemen, and Tape to Tape, just a great mix. This card is 6'4", size among the blue lines, is extremely important because it allows you to help shut down those zone entries, and then when players are actually in your zone, you can bump them off the puck pretty easily. This is an extremely good card. Again, I mentioned this when I was reviewing the Hockey Roots event. 6'4", that's not an attribute you can raise. That's among one of the bigger defensemen in the game. 93 speed is very usable, and you can use it for quite some time. The 92 acceleration is just as good as well, so you should be able to use this card until, like, February or March even. Again, there will be some cards that come out that will replace it quickly, but it won't matter because he is 6'4" with 93 speed. That's just a great combo. And then when you add in the zone ability and superstar abilities, you're laughing. This is a great card. I needed to mention he's going for about 400,000 coins right now. I think today, Wednesday, again, I'm reviewing this on the Wednesday of the first week of this event. Up until about Friday, if they come out of packs and you're not able to make the 92, I could see this dropping a little bit. But once he's out of packs, he might spike up to above 500. So just be wary of that, because if you're going to buy him, you might want to do it around Wednesday or Thursday, as I think that might be the cheapest price for him. Coming in at number 2 among left-handed defensemen is the 94 Oscar Klefbom. Now, there's a very strong argument that he could be the best one. This is all kind of personal preference and things I look for among defensemen. But he has Distributor, and that's easily the best synergy right now in the game because it does affect 3 very important stats, and that is speed, which is the most important, and then passing and puck control, 2 very good ones. Durability really doesn't do much at all. But he also has Booming Shot, which will raise his agility. I love Booming Shot. It's becoming one of my favorite synergies as well. He's got In Reverse, which I wouldn't really activate unless you have the ability points available to you, just because 93 speed going backwards, I mean, there's not a lot of cards that have higher than 93 speed, so just keep that in mind. It would be useful. I'm not saying it won't. I like Tape to Tape a little bit more, but In Reverse at 93 at 6'4" actually could be pretty gross, but I just think there might be a few better zone abilities, and again, it's going to depend on how many you have on your team. That being said, 97 shot power. He's 6'4" with max body checking, great defensive awareness and stick checking, an extremely good card. The only caveat I have to this one is the cost is going to cost you about 600,000, a little bit more to build one team builder if you don't have any yet. So even if you do have 2, that's 600,000 coins in value, even if you're just trading 2 in that you already had. So just keep that in mind. It's the 91 acceleration. I view acceleration as the most important stat among defensemen, really, and the reason being is if you lose the puck in the offensive zone with your blue liners, 91 acceleration, while not bad at all right now, will be exceeded very fast by guys that have higher than 90 skating. And once you get into like late January, the guys that have like 95 skating are just going to blow by you very quickly. It's great having 93 speed, but on defense, it's tough because you don't really get up to full speed with defensemen, and if you have low air acceleration, it's going to take you longer to get up to that full speed. So keep that in mind, because when it comes to losing the puck at the points, it's tough to get back in time. So that's the only thing. This, don't get me wrong, this is an incredible card, and there is an argument to make it number one because he's just as good, a little bit better than the Jay Bouwmeester. Then coming in at number one is the 94 Sergey Gonchar. It's the synergy combo as well as just everything when you look at it. So 6'2" is great size. Any defenseman above 6'2" is going to give you basically the exceptional level of being able to bump people off the puck. The taller they are, the better, obviously, but 6'2" is considered big enough, in my opinion, for this game to be able to bump off almost all of the offensive forwards that you're going to see. Spark, obviously, raising his acceleration, like I just talked about, to 95, which is basically end game. It's very difficult to get higher than that right now, especially among defensemen. And then booming shot gets his agility up to 99, shot power to 98. And with both of these synergies activated, the one downfall to Sergey Gonchar is that his body checking is a little bit lower, but when you get both combined, 92 on the body checking. His shot is what I really like. He's got almost max shooting and 93 speed with quick pick. Just a very good all-around card, and there isn't a lot of those in the game. You can use this card basically to the end of the game, but I'm sure there will be a 98 team builder later on. This is an incredible card and my favorite defenseman right now among left-handers. Moving on to right-handed defensemen, and with the update to Dougie Hamilton, he comes in at number 3. There's a lot of cards that are rated higher than him, much higher, honestly, but at 88 and 6'6", this is what you want Victor Hedman to be. 90 speed, 89 acceleration, which again, compared to Gonchar, not all that great, but when you consider the fact he's 6'6", the ability he has to deny entries at the blue line as well as in the zone is just exceptional. With Distributor and Applesauce, he actually has booming shot as well, which I'd rather have just for my team personally. I've got to have him with Applesauce because I'd lose the synergy entirely. 6'6" is incredible. Like that, you just can't get. There's very few defensemen that are going to have 90 skating that are that big, and Victor Hedman will eventually be one, but other than that, you're looking at Dougie Hamilton, and right now, in my opinion, the third best defenseman in the game. Coming in at number 2 among right-handed defensemen, part of me wants to put Adam Foote here. Honestly, I think he's still that good. The problem is that it's the lack of synergy options. So the reason why I like Sergey Zubov, I honestly think he'd be replaced fairly quickly, so I wouldn't recommend making him or buying him. He's got Fly the Zone and Spark, and honestly, I can't decide which I'd rather have. I do think that Spark helps out with body checking enough on this card because it is kind of lower, and then you can get Booming Shot as well to make his body checking even higher, and then Protector finally at the back end. He's got Quick Pick, which is great, and Tape to Tape. Again, the 91 speed is not great, and he's only 6'1". It's just the fact that he helps you with synergies and adds a lot more. Anytime that you have a player that gives you 3 player synergies, that's pretty incredible, and you're going to see the benefit of that soon because they're making sure that skating is just very limited or not going up very high. So the ability to make everything else almost 99, including his hand stats, this is a really fun offensive type of card. But I'd much rather have the X Factor Dougie Hamilton because once he gets another upgrade or two, Zubov will fall pretty quickly. So this could be debated for sure. I honestly think the 90 foot, just because his stats, he plays so much better than his stats. But when you look at everything on paper, it's just not nearly the same. I'd still rather have Zubov than Foote, but not by much. And then lastly, we've got the 94 Shea Weber. So I've started using this card. I did not want to trade in Foote for him because I don't think the level from Foote to Weber was all that high. This card is just like a buffed up version of Samuelson. It's like an arcade style player because when you add Spark and Distributor, obviously that's a great combo just to have on any player because it allows you to get both of those synergies activated a little bit easier. 91 speed and 90 acceleration is not great, and he's 6'4". His shot power at 99, but his accuracy is very low. His hand stats are not all that great outside of passing, puck control, and offensive awareness. Defensively, though, he's literally perfect. He's 99 everything. It's the superstar abilities that make this card absolutely bananas. So Shutdown, Bouncer, and Truculence. This costs 5 in total, and like I said, it makes him like something out of NHL hits. I have a blast with this card. I think he's the best right now. The only concern I have is his skating, but he does skate well enough compared to the player base right now because there is not a ton of players that have like 95 and above skating. But yeah, just an absolute blast to use in his defensive zone. And his shot, while his accuracy is not good on paper, it seems to do well pretty early on. So this would be my #1 right-handed defenseman currently. So guys, those are my top 6 right now. Honestly, the X Factor Chris Letang, there's an argument to be made for him. But as you can see, the right-handers don't have an amazing amount at the top end. There's Adam Bachvist from the under-22 event. However, his cost is very high, and he's going to be replaced soon, much like Ty Smith was, because he is just a lot smaller. Once these bigger guys get those upgrades, they're just going to be replaced very quickly. So let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to think, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.